It's an important period coming up, and we know that we need to up our levels of performances. We also need to get the results going to finish the season strongly.
Taylor, it's been a while since we saw you on Romans TV. How have you been?
I've been good, thank you.
Believe you've been up to a bit of DIY when you've not been playing football. Talk us through that.
I know, I've been learning on the job. Honestly, if you come around mine, please don't judge. I've been hanging loads of pictures up all around the house, but none of them look perfectly straight, so yeah, a bit gutted about that.
Do we need to call DIY SOS in?
Yeah, definitely. I need someone like Phil Tart to come around and really sort me out.
Well, back to the football. Obviously a great opportunity against Watford tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously results haven't been as good as what we wanted in the league. We've come up against some tough teams, but another tough team, another challenge, but one I'm sure we'll embrace.
The level of performance was a step forward against Sheffield United from the Cardiff match. You obviously want to keep that progression going.
Most definitely. I think going back to that formation as well, 3-5-2, that we've worked on quite a lot over the past year. It was interesting playing up against a Premier League team, and unfortunately we just come up short. But listen, we'll take a lot of positives from that going into Saturday.
Alongside you was Towler making his Bristol City debut. Apart from the strongest Bristolian accent, what's impressed you most about Riley?
I'd actually say his work ethic. He absolutely deserves that debut. And listen, he went out there and put in a good performance on the night, but he's worked really, really hard. He's been in and around the first team now for 6 months, and he deserves that. He deserves that opportunity, and credit to himself and to the academy.
When you see the likes of the guys like Sam Bell, Sam Pearson, Zach Smith, Riley, etc., you're not an old man yourself, Taylor, but do you see that work ethic, that application that they need to succeed?
Definitely. I do see that in all the boys coming through here. That's not only due to them, but it's also due to people around the club like Brian Tinian, and the gaffer as well. He's willing to put these young boys in the position to give them the opportunity. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to them, and if they work hard enough, the rewards are there. 25
appearances for yourself this season. It was a good start for the season. You started quite a lot of games. What are your hopes now for Taylor Moore?
Just to find that level of consistency again. I think it has been a difficult few months when you're not in the team. It always is, but you've got to keep that application and that hunger to get back in the team and put things right. And listen, it's never easy having a few months where things aren't going right, but that's when you've got to knuckle down, work even harder, and make sure that when you do come back, you come back better than before.
Dean talked about the season being on now. Do you feel as if the Cardiff game was perhaps a line in the sand and you really need to kick on now or never?
Definitely. I think as a team we all know that was the case. That performance against Cardiff was below our standards, and the season, like you said there, the manager said the season is on. We're coming into the business months. This is where everything matters. It's an important period coming up, and we know that we need to up our levels of performances. We also need to get the results going to finish the season strongly.
We got back in the early hours of the morning, and then 72 hours later you've got another game. How's the body feeling when you do that kind of travelling?
Personally, it's okay. I haven't played that many games, but obviously looking at some of the boys that have played every game week in, week out, it's difficult. It takes its toll, and like you said there, people don't realise sometimes you get back in the early hours of the morning, you're back up for training the next day, and you've just got to go again. And I think obviously this season especially, the games have been crammed in. We just need to deal with it. There's no excuses coming from us. We know that whoever starts the game on Saturday can go out there and put a good performance in.